Welcome back to the Basics. I'm Mr. Hall. Today's video we are going to go over the Masteries system and fine-tuning your combat as a beginner. So, right off the bat, the very first thing we're going to do, we're going to click on your Summoner profile up here at the top. And we're going to click on Masteries right over here. Now, this is the offensive masteries. These are all pretty basic and pretty generic on my personal account. These, I haven't really messed with these in years. I think they're maybe a little bit outdated based on the current meta, but I'm going to come back to these offensive here in a little bit because there's something I want to point out. But I'm going to briefly go over defense as well. Again, pretty basic, pretty generic, maybe a little bit outdated based on current meta, but that's what I got so far, not as much in defensive. The main thing I want to point out is in proficiencies. Here in proficiencies are the two masteries I want you as a beginner to focus on. These are the first two things I want you to unlock once you have access to masteries. The first one is, that's not it, parry. Parry is the first one I want you to unlock. When you have parry active, if you time your block just right, when an opponent throws an attack, you time your block just right, you will stun your opponent for like a second or something. I don't know how long it is. You will stun them and leave them completely vulnerable for you to land a 5-hit combo on them. Okay? You can do this constantly. You start the fight with a well-timed block, you're going to stun them right off the bat. Then you're going to hit them. And then as soon as your 5-hit combo ends, you're going to be vulnerable to their attack. If they throw a basic attack, you can just hit parry once again, and you can just keep doing this until they're dead. Usually. There are some exceptions to this, but that's the general basic idea of it. Now, the second one I want you to focus on is Dexterity. Dexterity is also crucial because when you have Dexterity, if an opponent throws a special attack, you swipe back and you evade at the right time, you can completely dodge their special attack. There's some exceptions to this rule as well. There are some specials that you just cannot dodge. There are some specials that require you to swipe back twice really fast or something. So it takes some time to get used to, but if you can master these two parries, or these two masteries, master the two masteries, these will help you a very long way in your combat. Okay, so focus on those two. Focus on parry and focus on Dexterity. Those will help you out a ton. They will change your gameplay, I promise. So I'm going to go back over here to the offensive tree, and what I want to point out here is this top one right here, kind of sort of in the middle, is these four. This is Glass Cannon. We have Recoil. We have Liquid Courage. And we have Double Edge. These four right here are what's known as the Suicide Masteries. Okay? What these four masteries will do if you have these active is they will grant your champions a significant increase in overall damage. Okay? So the bad side to that is you will suffer damage because of it. Meaning, I think you'll start off fights with a bleed and poison damage. I'm not for sure because I've honestly never run suicides. I just don't care to. But I think you'll start off the fight with some of these. One will start the fight off with bleed. Another one will start you off with a poison. And then each time you throw a special, you're going to be dealing damage to yourself, but you're going to be doing exceptional damage to your opponent. So a lot of people run suicides. A lot of very good players in this game. It's pretty meta to run suicide most of the time. Again, I just don't do it just because I don't care for the masteries itself. I'm more about longevity and controlling my own health as opposed to dwindling them down that fast. So that's up to you what you want to do. Just beware, if you do decide to run it, you are going to be taking significant damage to yourself. Again, with some exceptions. There are some champions in the game, I believe Corvus Glaive is one of them, who can kind of just ignore them based on his glaive immunities. So there are some champions that are, quote, suicide friendly. So do some research on that. Make sure you've got the right champions to run suicides if that's something you want to do. Okay, so the second part about this video is I want to demonstrate some of these masteries in action, as well as give you guys some fine-tuned tips on how to make your combat gameplay better. So I'm going in here, I'm going to do a search, and I'm going to duel a random Iron Man, and I'm going to go with Corvus, I think. So maybe Corvus is a bad idea. Right off the bat, we're going to show parry. And we mistimed the parry. So, but there's a parry. I'm going to hit him with a combo. I'm going to parry again. I'm going to hit him with another combo. I parry, hit him with a combo. Now he's got his special, and we dexterity that. We were completely able to dodge that special attack, that little beam that he did, because we have dexterity. So that's what parry and dexterity looks like in action. So finally, the last thing I want to show you is I want to show you how to interrupt your own heavy attacks with a special attack. We're going Corvus again. I'm just going to land his heavy attacks constantly until I have a special attack. So you'll notice Corvus has 3 attacks in his heavy attack. We're going to parry. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So that's important because once we have this special, I'm going to hit him once. I'm going to make him attack me. I'm going to 1, 2, and special. So you can chain some of your combos together like that to extend your combos and deal more damage faster sometimes. Another thing you can do if you're kind of confused or maybe unsure of how to land specials, the way I do it is if you're using a 5-hit combo, you hit medium, light, 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 medium. I wait and I watch and make sure the animation hits for the special attack, and as soon as that animation of the final combo hit lands, I hit that special attack, and you'll seamlessly run right into the special attack and just wail on your opponent. So that's a real quick tune-up of your masteries and your fighting techniques. I hope that helps. Again, I forgot to cover this, but make sure you're hitting medium, light, 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 and medium. It does slightly more damage than just medium, light, 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 light. So keep that in mind, and I hope this helps. Again, as always, if you have any questions or concerns, anything you'd like me to cover, let me know, and I'll get to it in a future video. So thanks again for watching, and peace out.